Red Hook Park is a small park tucked away in Brooklyn not too far from St. Francis College. At some point or another, we have all probably found ourselves either at this park or in the vicinity of it. But what many of us have probably not realized is that there used to be a statue in the heart of Red Hook Park that has now been relocated to Van Brunt Avenue in Brooklyn, where you now stand. This statue is called the Red Hook Memorial Doughboy. The Red Hook Memorial Doughboy is one of 9 doughboy statues scattered throughout the public parks of New York City and among hundreds throughout the United States. The history of the doughboy statue dates back to the early 1900s, just after the First World War. The term doughboy originated from the British in the 18th and 19th centuries, referring to the men in the armed forces, specifically sailors and soldiers. This term became very popular during World War I, which is why these statues are known as doughboy statues. Statues were erected in cities and towns to remember the local fallen soldiers that served and defended the United States in the Great War. The Red Hook Doughboy was given its name in order to honor and remember all of the fallen soldiers who fought in World War I that lived in the Red Hook area. The Red Hook Memorial Doughboy statue was sculpted by a Virginia sculptor named Augustus Lukeman. Lukeman was commissioned by a war memorial committee to create 3 of the 9 doughboy statues found in New York City, including the Red Hook Memorial Doughboy. The statue was completed and dedicated in 1921. Since its dedication, the Red Hook Memorial Doughboy has fallen victim to vandalism and has also seen the effects of natural weathering. The bronze tablet that bears the names of the fallen soldiers, which accompanied the statue, was stolen in 1971, and in the following year, the statue was relocated to its current location, the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post, number 5195. The statue has since been cleaned and renewed and kept behind this chain-link fence. The Red Hook Memorial Doughboy, like every other doughboy statue, remembers the fallen soldiers from the area. But this particular statue is unique to the others in New York. In general, doughboys were sculpted to show the pain and suffering caused by war and how this hardship brings strangers together as brothers. But this statue gives off a different vibe. This statue portrays a soldier returning home from war. Approach the fence and take in the sculpture. The doughboy is a middle-aged man returning home from war. His coat is draped over his left arm, his sleeves and pant legs are rolled up, and his gun has been slung over his right shoulder. He wears a belt, probably filled with ammunition, and he holds his head up to the sky. Notice the facial expression of the statue. The face of the soldier looks relieved, like a weight has been lifted off his shoulders. Imagine being this soldier. You have been fighting overseas for a couple of years. You have witnessed things on a daily basis that no person should ever have to see. You have had to do things that no one ever imagined having to do. You haven't always had a warm place to sleep or water to drink. And now, after being away from your family and your home for so long, the war has ended, and now you have stepped foot on American soil, never having to experience combat again. Can you relate to how this soldier might feel? Portraying the doughboy as a soldier returning from war makes it easier for you to relate to him. Now let your eyes naturally wander to the doughboy's right hand extended towards the sky. In his hand is his hat. It appears that the soldier may be acknowledging something, or someone. What do you think he is acknowledging? A person in the distance he may know? Or do you think he is reaching towards the heavens, thanking God for allowing him to return safely home? The Red Hook Memorial Doughboy is a symbol of victorious aftermath after war. A common nickname for this statue is the Victorious Doughboy, because this statue is the only doughboy that represents peace and freedom, rather than conflict and war. Peace as a theme is universal and can be understood by everyone, compared to suffering and hardships from war, which does not necessarily reach out to you in the same way. Freedom, too, is also universal. It is a factor that unites all people, therefore making the statue easier to relate to and understand. Do you think that creating a sculpture that focuses on the victory of war that the soldiers fought for better honors them, compared to a sculpture that focuses on the hardships and struggles of war that they faced? As you depart from Van Brunt Avenue, take a few key points from this statue. Remember that the Red Hook Memorial Doughboy symbolizes freedom and peace, and that it represents the soldiers from the Brooklyn area that paid the ultimate price. Now next time you pass the Red Hook Park in Brooklyn, You will be reminded of the Red Hook Memorial Doughboy and the significance it holds.